Ever wish you could make your writing sound a bit more sophisticated? More academic or professional? Well, there's a powerful technique that does exactly that, and it's called nominalization. In the next few minutes, we're going to break down what it is, how it works, and how you can start using it to level up your communication. Okay, let's just dive right in with an example. Take a look at the sentence on the left. Although she tried to push the car, Kate only made matters worse. Totally fine sentence, right? But now check out the version on the right. Her trial to push the car only made matters worse. Feel that? It lands differently. It's more direct, a little more formal. It just has more weight. So what's the magic trick here? What gives that second sentence all its punch? Well, the secret sauce has a name, and it's nominalization. And that's exactly what we're going to master together today. So here's our game plan. We'll start with what it is, then get into the nitty-gritty of how to actually do it, turning actions and descriptions into powerful nouns. After that, we'll see it in the wild with some real-world examples. And finally, we'll cover the big so what, why this skill is such a game changer. All right, first things first. Before we can use this awesome tool, we got to understand it. So what are we even talking about when we say nominalization? At its heart, nominalization is a word transformer. It's the process of taking a word that isn't a noun, usually a verb, which is an action, or an adjective, a description, and converting it into a noun. You're basically taking an action or a quality and turning it into a solid thing, a concept. Okay, so we're turning words into concepts. Let's start with the most common transformation you'll see, taking action words, verbs, and turning them into nouns. The most common way to do this is just by adding a little ending, a suffix. And this is so cool. Watch this. The action move becomes the whole concept of movement. The verb educate turns into the field of education. You see the pattern, right? Endure becomes endurance. And you can even take defend and turn it into a person, a defendant. But suffixes aren't your only option. Sometimes you can just use the verb's base form as a noun. For example, slap is a verb, but you can also say he gave her a hard slap. Another really useful trick is to use the ing form. The action in she is singing can become the main subject of a sentence, like in singing is her hobby. So that's how we handle verbs, and you know what? The exact same logic applies to descriptive words, adjectives. Yep, just like with verbs, adding a suffix is your go-to move. Look at this. The quality of being able becomes the noun ability. The description good becomes the abstract idea of goodness. Same goes for wise becoming wisdom and strong becoming strength. You're capturing the entire essence of the description in just one word. Now here's a beautifully simple trick. Just stick the word the in front of an adjective and bam, you've instantly created a noun that represents a whole group of people. So poor becomes the poor. Rich becomes the rich. It's an incredibly efficient way to talk about large groups. All right, enough theory. Let's put this into practice. It's time to see how this tool can completely transform real sentences. Let's take a look at our before picture. This sentence is perfectly clear, but it's a little choppy, right? It focuses on two separate actions. He refused and he was expelled. Now, watch what happens when we work our magic. And there it is. The verb refused becomes the noun his refusal, and the action was expelled becomes the noun his expulsion. See how much smoother that is? We've connected the cause, the refusal, to the effect, the expulsion, in one single elegant flow. Okay, pop quiz time. Let's see if you've got this. First one. Saints are noted for their, and the word is holy. What do you think?
Holiness, that's it. How about this one? This woman is known for her, from the adjective cruel. Cruelty, you got it. And one last one, from the verb think. Their minds were filled with great thoughts. See, you're already getting it. So we know what it is. We know how to do it. But why should you care? What's the real payoff for mastering this skill? Honestly, the payoff is huge. Using nominalization instantly gives your writing a more formal, professional tone. That's absolutely critical in things like academic papers or business reports. It just makes your sentences more sophisticated. Plus, it lets you express really complex ideas concisely. And hey, if you're taking an English proficiency exam, this skill is basically a superpower. At the end of the day, nominalization is so much more than a grammar rule. It's a strategic tool. It lets you package your ideas with more authority, more precision. So, the real question is, now that you have this tool, where are you going to use it to make your own communication more powerful? Your next essay? A big work email? The choice is yours.